All right. Hello everyone. Testing this if everything is going well because it's my first recording. Okay. It's 6:38 p.m. here, so good evening everyone. Um, this was originally supposed to be a recording for GBP USD, but GBP USD didn't give the reaction I was expecting. So, and I took more trade of GBP JPY on the channel this week, so I decided to do GBP JPY instead. This video is a breakdown for this trade that was taken here and the sell off of this POI. And guys, please check out my Telegram channel. I do share all my setups there free. I just share my ideas and what I think of the market using smart money concept. So you could check that out and see if it's of interest to you. So this video is a breakdown of this trade I took, and then the sell off which I took later on from that same setup which was sent some days ago in the channel, this hidden order block here. So I took the sell and then the buy also, which I shared them all in the channel. So this was the buy, the sell off we took, sorry, and then this was the buy which I took also. So I'm going to break that down, how I took them and what I saw. First of all, I took this buy off this hidden order block which was presented here. And I know you might be asking, why did I pick this hidden order block? Why not this one? Why not this one? So why this? Why did the market react of this? Okay. First of all, you could see clearly I stated it all in my charts. I presented it all. So those of you who um, know smart money, you would already understand this. Okay, you could clearly understand what happened here using just by reading the chart. So I'm just doing the breakdown of this video since guys have been requesting on my DM that I should start the video stuff and not just share the charts and stuff like that. So and to help those who don't really understand smart money, who are trying to understand smart money and it's not really working out for them. So this trade here, I picked this zone when I saw this inducement which was created here. Okay. And then first of all, what I do is this. I pick my zones after I get an inducement. Okay. After I get an inducement, I don't just pick a POI. Let's say this is another block, okay? And I know you all know the other block stuff, the last sell candle before the buy. Okay. So now I picked this other block after I saw this inducement being created. All right. And I saw this was our range. This was our lower low, lower high, lower low. Sorry, messed up. My phone was ringing. I was a bit distracted. This is your higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, and then the broke this high, this low, and this low was the low that took out that created this. This was the low that took out that created this high and got broken. So this was a break of structure. Okay, and the CHO stuff. And then when I saw this being created, I knew this candle reacted off a higher time frame POI. I don't want to go back. I don't want to make this video longer or stressful. So you could check that out on the 4 hour time frame or the daily time frame. You could see this zone that hit off a daily POI. So I picked that out. Okay, so I wanted to see some some selling momentum from that POI, which they did, and they broke structure down. So that was why I picked this candle. This was a candle that booked the higher time frame POI. So this was an inducement that was created after this. Okay, so this was the inducement that was created after that, and then they reacted off without testing this other block. So this was an inducement also. All right. So now when this happened, they came back up making this POI a lot stronger. This was an extra confirmation for me when they did not just trade off into that POI. This was an extra confirmation that this was going to be a valid POI. And I saw this impulsive moves down. Okay, this was a corrective move, means they're bearish now. And then they did this and moved into this. You could see in this week there was a 5 minute order block. I think a 5 minute or a 15 minute order block on that. I don't want to make this video longer, so if I'm going to break that down, I would have to probably, you know, make the video a lot longer. But you could see that clearly they did this range here, which on a 15-minute time frame, you would see that to be an IPA candle, which was not tested. You could see the FVG created here, and then this, which they did react of this. So on the 30-minute time frame, you would see this. So I did not take any trade from this because this was a range, and I don't really see it being clear. But I know some people would, because this candle poked liquidity, and they never did trade into this candle. Okay, so I had no interest in this at all. But this had a clear explanation for, okay, this had a clear explanation for why they traded off this, right? So I did not pick this zone, neither did I take any trade from there. I was not interested in GJ first or anything like that. So um okay, sorry, I had a friend came by, so I had to attend to that. Where were we? Um so that was not a POI to me that I was interested in, but instead I saw, oh, what's going on. So let me just mute that. Okay, that is done. All right. So that wasn't the POI to me. I will just put something. So let me just mute the entire Telegram. So I'm coming. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't pop up again and stuff like that. But I'm gonna check that out. I will just posted something, so it has to be interesting. All right. So this wasn't a POI to me. Okay, because I knew that this was an inducement for this candle. All right. So I just wanted to wait for my original POI to get mitigated before taking off any trade, and then I took um this from this POI. When I saw this low got taken out, but now I knew this, okay, was a bearish market. All right, we broke structure here. This was a bearish market, and I don't just want into a bearish market like that. You could see my rules I pinned in my Telegram channel. That would be a very very aggressive trading. So I waited off. Yes, I did take a trade which stopped me out first. So I then decided to just wait off this. I took a trade from, I think it was this candle. Okay, this candle, this 30-minute candle. I think there were lots of zigzag on the lower time frame. Yeah, it came down first. Yeah, this was the first candle I took a trade from, and I got stopped out. So I was like, okay, I think I should wait for more confirmations before taking any trades. So when the candle closed and I saw it formed an FU candle, I said, okay, I was going to take a trade off the 50% of this candle, which is I posted that also in the channel on UJ when something like that was coming up. I gave the eye sign that check GJ out 5 minute can do 5 minutes. You would see something like this happening, which was exactly the same thing which happened here. All right, they mitigated off this 4 hour zone, and then they created this book structure here, which you could see the pattern. They created liquidity, took out liquidity here, okay, which is what you're seeing here, okay, and then the book structure to the upside. All right, it's a clean entry. It's a clean trade. It's a clean way for you to get a nice entry. They broke off and they came back and mitigated off the 50% of the FU candle. This is an FU candle. All right, the candle that mitigates off, that takes out liquidity and mitigates off a higher time frame zone is called an FU candle. So this was the FU candle which they mitigated off, and then that was where I took my trade. And then you could place your stop loss just below the FU candle, because if this gets you know stopped out, means they're probably going to go a little bit lower. So it's safer to take a trade from placing your stop loss below. That's the best risk reward you could actually get using an entry candle. So that was, I gave the I sign and I was like, check GBPJPY 5 minute time frame. You see this, which was this same thing that happened here on GJ. Okay, and this was the result of USD JPY. This was the result. This was how it played out. This was the FU candle. All right. They took out liquidity here. They broke structure here. Okay. They created liquidity. They did inducement. And now they took it out and they mitigated off the candle. Though it wasn't the full 50% of this candle, but notice something. On the higher time frame, you would see this was a full FU candle. All right. This was what took out liquidity on the higher time frame. Okay. This was the liquidity and this took out liquidity. So on the higher time frame, this would be the FU candle. All right. So this would be the 50% of the FU candle. All right, I don't know if I'm making sense to you, but this would be the 50% of the candle and which they traded off. That was why my entry was placed here on the end on the edge of this other FA candle, which cleared out this liquidity here. Okay, so I was expecting this to come a bit slower, but this was where my original stop loss is. That was why I placed this line here. This was where my original stop loss is was on this, and when I took this trade. Okay, so now back to DJ. That was how I got this entry and how I took this trade, and um that be that. Let's move on. Then I took a short buy, which was around this zone. All right. Now, similar stuff happened again. They created liquidity for this hidden order block here, mitigated the other block with, I think this was the market opening for, yeah, I think, no, this, I don't think this was market opening, but I did see this mitigation of the zone. I took this after, the book structure here, okay. They came back down, they created liquidity here, inducement, okay. And then this was, the higher time frame that took out liquidity. This was the liquidity one they did. So, and so my mouse is having okay. And now remember the premium and discount stuff. This was our new range. Okay. Remember this was a higher high, lower high, and now they did don't know my mouse. Okay. Now they did a higher high. Okay. So this would be our new range. And now you could see the corrective move back down means it's still a bullish market. Okay, so now I want to take a trade from anything below the discount level, which was this was my POI. So this was I took this trade, but I never posted this on the Telegram channel. I just did posted this to the Elite team. So we took this together. And then I waited up for the market to get to my POI, original POI on the 4 hour time frame, and that was how I took this trade. So please leave a comment if this video was helpful to you or you understood something from this video. You have any question, please leave the question in the comment section, or you could check out my Telegram channel and then see if you find something interesting. I do share my ideas there. This I do share my ideas, and when I see something interesting in the market, I give the eye reaction sign, and then I took a loss on this. This didn't work. UJ fucked me up this week, so I do share my ideas and stuff like that. When I give the eye sign, it means I say something interesting. So you could check that out and see if you find something interesting and leave a comment section if you want me to do a review video on any pair of your choice. So you could drop that in the comment box and then I will look into that. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.